Welcome back to sunny Malta for the final of World's Strongest Man 2009. Here with details of the next event is Zoe Salmon.
Thanks, Martin. Now, as you know, I love a good race, but this next one I'd probably give a miss. It's the Giant Farmer's Walk, and believe me, you'd have to genuinely consider yourself a giant to take part. One man who definitely fits that bill is Mr. Bill Kazmaier, 3 times World's Strongest Man champion. Bill, what lies ahead for our finalists in this event?
A really tough event. 160 kilos, 25 stones in each hand. Down the course, 25 meters, set them down, spin the body, pick them back up with all their might, go as fast as they can. Some will drop, some will be pretty quick. A brutal event.
Sounds tough. Now, Bill, we've already seen a lot of drama in our first event, with Savickas setting a new world record. Any predictions for this event?
Of course, my favorite, Poundstone, the American.
OK, well, let's see if Bill's predictions are correct.
One of the world's all-time greats calling this a brutal event. 75 seconds, the time limit, the course is 50 meters, and 160 kilograms in each hand.
From Canada, Louis-Philippe Jean.
Louis-Philippe Jean, who's done so well to reach this World's Strongest Man final. Laurent Charlet absolutely dominated his heat. Totally psyched up for this one. And Travis Ortmeyer from Cyprus in Texas, the Texas Stone Man, alongside the former champion, Phil Pfister, who had a disappointing start. And the fighting face of Mariusz Pudzianowski, the all-time great of World's Strongest Man. Well, this is the equivalent of carrying a small motorcycle in each arm. That is phenomenal. And it's Pudzianowski who gets away to a cracking start. Pudzianowski is absolutely flying, but the crucial point comes when they have to turn around. Louis-Philippe Jean on the far side is going well too, but once again it's Pudzianowski who gets away so well. The pole is flying. The master is coming home. What a finishing time for Mariusz Pudzianowski. 25.05. Colin, that was phenomenal.
Incredible grip strength, but look who's coming in second. It's Charlet, ahead of Pfister. And it's not lost on the Gloucester man.
There is the Canadian champion finishing on the far side. And Travis Ortmeyer really struggling here. He's had enough. Surely he can't get these over the line now. That was a brilliant start by Pudzianowski, but Laurent Charlet, that could be big points.
Every time you have to pick this up again, it's so hard on the lower back. Ortmeyer looks like a beaten man already. But Pudzianowski, 25 seconds. I thought a winning time might be 35 here, Paul. That's phenomenal.
Laurent Charlet, though, currently in second place. If he can hang on to that, what a brilliant start it would be. And Phil Pfister, he looked a little bit lethargic there, but he's still third fastest so far. Louis-Philippe Jean, 50.45, really struggled. And Travis Ortmeyer, a big disappointment for the American.
Well, look at Charlet. I'm sure he was worried his grip was going. In fact, it was. Right at the end there, he was hanging on with his fingertips.
How does it feel having 25 stone in each hand? That is heavy going.
How would you feel having 25 stone in each hand? It really hurts your grip. Imagine that weight trying to rip open your hands. You see a lot of guys, they'll cut their hands open and things. It's a painful event, but one of my better events, so I'm happy. Good performance for me, that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it was very good. The next heat now, Dave Ostland of the United States. A Minnesota man, 6 feet 7 inches tall. Terry Hollands once more. Only finished in 8th place after Fingal's Fingers. Very disappointed, must come back here. Derek Poundstone, the runner-up to Mariusz Pudzianowski in the final in 2008. Zydrunas Savickas has got to be one of the favourites to take this event. And a real dark horse is Brian Shaw. always wears that mouth guard when he's taking part in strongmen events. Mariusz Pudzianowski's time 25.05 and Laurent Charlet's time 33.54. Right in the middle, Zavikas gets away well.
Well, it was Poundstone who was up first, but I think Hollands is in the lead here. Zavikas, though, coming back. This is going to be very close, Paul.
Well, Hollands gets away. Poundstone is struggling. Zavikas coming on strong. Now, come on, Terry. Grit your teeth. Hollands is going well, but goes down. Poundstone coming through. Wow, what a finish. Poundstone finishes now. And Terry Hollands could finish in a moment. Zavikas finishes. Oh, my goodness. It all went wrong for Terry Hollands on the far side in the last couple of meters.
Well, he's looking at his hands there. How about Brian Shaw? He's meant to have one of the best grips in the world. He had real problems there. These are very thin handles, and for big men, I think they're almost too thin. Look at Hollands, he's looking at his hands. Looks like he's cut them up. That's not the way you want to start the World's Strongest Man finals.
Well, we're still waiting for one man to cross the line, and I'm sure the inquest into that event will go on for some time. The American has finished. So the jury is out on whether Terry Hollands is going to score big points here. But Derek Poundstone comes through with a very good time to finish in second place. Zydrunas Zavikas just faded over the last 10 meters or so. 36.20 for him. Terry Hollands, sixth place. He hasn't got off to a great start, has he? 37.13. And Brian Shaw, as Colin Bryce was saying, a big disappointment for the American, expected to do better. Dave Osler, well, I think we know what he thinks about it. Ninth place for the big Yank.
I think if this race had been 10 or 15 meters shorter, Hollands would have done a whole lot better. His grip just giving away. Look at the pain on his face. It's Pudzianowski with 25 seconds, well faster than anyone else, who wins.
Terry Hollands' fingers absolutely wrecked after that event.
Terry Hollands may be feeling the pain right now, but Mariusz Pudzianowski will be mightily relieved after that performance. The big Englishman has to settle for sixth. The major surprise, Travis Ortmeyer comes in dead last. It's the big Z still leading the way, but Poundstone and Pudzianowski are right on his shoulder. A fantastic result for Laurent Charlet, moves him into sixth, alongside 2006 champion Phil Pfister. Hollands slips to eighth. Well, as expected, this is turning into one of the hardest fought finals we've ever had, and things are about to get a lot more difficult for the athletes as we move down here to the Malta International Airport for one of the classic strongman events. Any moment now, all 10 of the athletes are going to have to pull.
Well, Brian Shaw really psyched up here, but as you can see from the lens on our camera, it is beginning to rain, and that will be a big disappointment to the remaining competitors. The grip is so important here, and this could have a major effect.
Okay, take the strain. Ready? Ready? Yes!
Well, Brian Shaw's got body weight on his side. We know he's the heaviest competitor in the entire contest. We saw that it said 385 pounds for body weight. I'm sure it's a lot higher than that, well over 400 pounds, Paul. He's a monstrous big man at 6'8", and he has very strong legs as well. Good start. This is underway, and it's moving quicker than Ortmeyer had it moving.
Well, he certainly has accelerated, that's for sure. He's got to go over the white line, but then the plane has to cross it too. He's going. He continues to motor. Those legs are working very well indeed. Watch the clock. Travis Ortmeyer's time, 40.53. I do not believe it. That is exactly the same time to exactly 100th of a second. My goodness.
Well, I guess the difference there was Shaw had to deal with the rain. Psychologically, he knows that it's going to be harder pulling in the rain. The shoes don't stick as much. So Brian Shaw probably did the better pull, but it's equal on time.
Well, let's catch up with some other results. Travis Ortmeyer and Brian Shaw lead with that outstanding time of 40.53.